There are plenty of fascinating, delicious fruits all over the world. While most fruits provide us with necessary vitamins and are popular for their juicy flavor and sugary taste, there are also a lot of fruits considered to be poisonous and harmful to our health. Kicking off this video with the manchineel, the apple of death. You won't believe this, but some apples can be deadly. The manchineel, also known as the beach apple or apple of death, conceals a deadly threat behind its harmless appearance. The fruits of this tree look, smell, and even taste like regular apples. However, one touch of this apple can cause severe respiratory issues. The most dangerous part of the manchineel is its sap. A tiny drop of this poisonous substance, containing phorbol and hippomane toxins, can cause severe burns on the skin and unbearable pain. From touch to ingestion, any interaction with the parts of the tree can lead to serious consequences, ranging from gastrointestinal disorders to convulsions and even death. Moving on, we have a plant that has one of the most dangerous fruits in the world. Jatropha curcas is a plant that thrives in tropical and subtropical regions worldwide. It produces visually appealing but extremely toxic fruits. The seeds of Jatropha contain a highly active toxin called quercetin, which can cause a range of severe symptoms when ingested. The fruits and juices of this plant are exceptionally toxic. Their consumption can lead to serious side effects, particularly dangerous for children. These include gastrointestinal discomfort, a burning sensation in the mouth and throat when seeds are swallowed, acute dehydration, gastroenteritis, as well as disruptions in the central nervous system and cardiovascular system. Contact with the plant's sap can also cause dermatitis. Adding an extra layer of danger when handling Jatropha. Up next is the ackee fruit, a small and vibrant fruit that has long been a symbol of Jamaican cuisine. This exotic fruit, cherished by many food enthusiasts, is used in the preparation of traditional dishes. However, the ackee is not as simple as it seems. On one hand, when the ackee fruit ripens, it is safe to use and consume. On the other hand, unripe ackee contains the toxic hypoglycin A, which can lead to a condition known as Jamaican vomiting sickness. Symptoms of this illness can include vomiting, hypoglycemia, and even a comatose state, and in particularly severe cases, death. The ripening process of the ackee is also quite fascinating. Fruits that are ready for consumption naturally open up, unveiling their ripe yellow flesh. This natural signal indicates that the toxins are no longer present and the fruit is safe to eat. Up next is a tree with particularly deadly fruit. Chilibua ordinary, or vomit nut, is a tropical deciduous tree, a species of the genus Strychnos. The strychnine tree is a tropical plant that is extremely toxic. This tree is particularly notable for its small fruits, which can be orange or green. These fruits contain a powerful and deadly toxin, strychnine. It causes extremely dangerous, life-threatening symptoms, even in small amounts. Among the first signs of poisoning are muscle spasms and convulsions, quickly leading to asphyxia. Therefore, maximum caution and safety care are required when contacting this tree. Moving on, next we have the desert gourd. This plant is one of many that grows in the Sahara Desert. It could go by other names such as wild gourd or bitter cucumber. Resembling a watermelon vine, the desert gourd bears small, hard fruits with sour pulp. They are spherically shaped and 5 to 10 cm in diameter. They are considered too poisonous to eat. The seeds are grey and 5 mm long by 3 mm wide. They are edible, but also have a similar bitter taste. They are eaten whole or used as an oilseed. The desert gourd plant and its parts are used to make medicines and produce biofuel. Next on the list is the pokeberry, grown in various American states such as Maine and Florida. These purple blackberries are popular amongst birds. Humans, on the other hand, have to beware of these fruits. Pokeberries are found in grape-like clusters on tall perennials. It is a smooth plant that can grow to 8 feet. But if you try to eat this grape look-alike fruit, you will suffer some serious health problems. Eating several berries can cause pain, nausea, vomiting, and bloody diarrhea. Even the seeds are very poisonous and can affect the nervous system. Some adults have eaten their roots, mistaking them for medicinal plants. All sorts of berries need to be consumed cautiously especially elderberries. For the most part, the berries themselves are perfectly safe to eat, and because of this, they have been incorporated into everything from medicinal products to homeopathic remedies. They are also an excellent berry for making jam, and while most are perfectly safe to eat, some are incredibly harmful if ingested before they're ripe or properly cooked. Eating raw elderberries can result in severe diarrhea and seizures, which make them a particular danger to the young and elderly. Not that you would attempt to eat them purposefully, but the leaves, twigs, branches, roots, seeds, and flowers of the plant are highly toxic, containing large amounts of cyanogenic glycosides. If any of those elements wind up with the berries, you can expect to have a very bad day. Your safest bet when encountering these delicious berries in the wild is to leave them alone. Up next, we have sea buckthorn berries. The orange-coloured berries of this plant may look appealing, but they are very toxic and should under no circumstances be eaten. The buckthorn plant is found in Canada, East Asia, and within the temperate and subtropical regions of the Northern Hemisphere. When ingested, the plant can cause an inflammatory disorder of the peripheral nervous system, so it is beneficial to avoid this plant and its berries as much as possible. Moving on, next we have the yellow starfruit. The exotic starfruit is quite popular and readily available in supermarkets worldwide. The juicy, tangy sweet fruit resembles an apple, but when sliced, turns into small, stylish stars that perfectly embellish a festive table. Carambola, or starfruit, is known not only for its appearance, but also for its health benefits. It is low in calories, rich in fibre, and packed with vitamin C. However, behind its beautiful starry appearance lies a hidden danger. Carambola contains a high amount of oxalates, making it particularly hazardous for people with kidney conditions. Consuming it in excessive amounts can lead to kidney damage, seizures, and even death. Moreover, those taking prescription medications should also be cautious, as starfruit can negatively interact with their effects. Up next on the list is a vegetable with a dark side. Rhubarb can delight the eye with its bright pink colour and often appears in pies and jams. However, beware, the leaves of this attractive vegetable should never be cooked or baked. The reason is that rhubarb leaves contain oxalic acid, a toxic substance capable of causing serious health issues. While it would take about 11 pounds of leaves to be lethal, even small amounts can be dangerous. Symptoms of poisoning include nausea, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, eye pain, and red urine. Kidney-related problems, including stones and failure, can be especially hazardous consequences. Therefore, despite its brightness and appeal, rhubarb demands caution during preparation. So let's leave this one for the experts, shall we? Moving on next, we have cassava. While cassava itself isn't dangerous, being a staple of millions of people, the vegetable requires a careful approach to preparation, as consuming it raw is unsafe. Cassava can release cyanide, making it potentially hazardous to health. Cassava contains cyanogenic glycosides, which can convert into deadly cyanide. According to the US National Library of Medicine, cyanide exposure from improperly prepared cassava can lead to acute poisoning or even death. Therefore, it's crucial to follow proper preparation methods to prevent any health risks. Just like cassava, asparagus is consumed by plenty of people. At first glance, asparagus seems completely harmless. However, hidden among its parts are small red berries that contain toxic substances. Asparagus is a vegetable that produces fruit, berries, that are poisonous. Generally, the vegetable is the edible part of the plant, which can be leaves, stems, or roots. Although the toxin in the berries is not too dangerous, it can cause an upset stomach if consumed or skin irritation upon contact. Furthermore, despite the tempting appearance of young shoots, they should also not be eaten raw to avoid unpleasant health consequences. But finally, on the list, we have cherry pits and kernels. Who would have thought about cherry pits and kernels being deadly? Well, they are because they contain the poisonous compound hydrogen cyanide. This might remind you of Breaking Bad. This also applies to other stone fruits like peaches, plums, and apricots. But don't worry too much about it. Hydrogen cyanide is a poison, yes, but you would need to consume a ton of cherry pits for it to be lethal. According to the US National Institutes of Health, the maximum dose for a 150 kilogram person is 703 milligrams of hydrogen cyanide per day. Inside an apricot pit is a smaller kernel that somewhat resembles an almond. To reach it, you would need to break the hard shell, which makes one wonder why anyone would bother. But hey, the more you know. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.